Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 302 of the Aussie Gamers Experience podcast. Joining me on deck tonight is the one and only Grejio to go over the week that was. So sit back, relax, and get ready for some more jaw-tastic fun. COD Season 4, off into the dungeons, the fallout continues, something little just for Radicus. PS5 finally doing something official. Editing Lucas, let's go!
This is the Aussie Gamers Experience video game podcast. This show is recorded during temperatures in summer that are too hot for dragons and in winter colder than my mother-in-law's heart. So join us as we discuss video games as best we can, all while dodging redback spiders, brown snakes, and all those other things that try to hurt, maim, or even kill us. But remember, all we need to do is stay alive long enough to see the release of that next awesome video game. Enjoy the show.
Thank you for tuning into episode 302 this week. Today is Monday, the 1st of June, 2020. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, man. I was actually just contemplating when you were doing the intro. What if I wasn't the one and only Grejio? What if there was like two of me or more, even?
That's a frightening concept for us all.
Some more than others. Those that know me better might be sitting there going, "Oh God." Some of the other people that don't know me as well might be going, "Oh well, you know, we could probably survive." No, you wouldn't.
No.
Yeah, in stereo, I know who would die first is Radicus, because
yes,
we could both get on together and we could both talk.
You could talk to each other
together, talk to each other, have a whole conversation, so it's two-sided instead of just me rambling on.
That's all right. It's been a fun week. We're still in lockdown-ish, even though a little bit less restrictions going on. But I was out and about today, going to site for work, and less cars on the road is always a good thing. Went off to the Gamesman down in Sydney. Had a little bit of a look through the museum down there while other people were getting their things. Bought myself a little light. But yeah, overall it's been ticking along and having a bit of good time. A quick shout out to the chat. We have A10, Azrael, Luke One's joining us in the chat this week, Radicus, The Wraith, and Trismegistos. Of course, Luke's not here. He's listening on live and intently. He's trying to keep up in the chat. Good luck. It's already started with a bang. And hope your voice feels better soon, mate. All right, well, let's just get stuck into it, mate. This week in gaming. See, Luke's not here for this week in gaming, and I have a game that he's probably the best person to talk about. So this week in gaming, back in 2008, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory was released by Ubisoft, and we're still waiting for a new one.
Yeah.
Is the one you played?
No, I didn't play this one. So
no, I don't think I did either. I can't remember it.
We really did set this up. Luke is he's filled the cup. Let's say.
Yeah, it was a scary ghost.
I'm gonna take that as he enjoyed this one.
So in Chaos Theory, players take on the role of field operative Sam Fisher. Sam can either kill enemies, simply knock them out. At the end of each mission, the player is given an overview of how they did. The more people that the player spares, the better the success score. So that's probably why I don't remember this one, because my score would have always been 0.
Well, it's kind of cool because it's almost the inverse of Manhunt.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it, actually.
Yeah, like, see, Manhunt, like, you've got to try and kill every single person as gruesomely as possible, whereas this is kind of like, just pat them on the head and let them on their way.
So it's set in the not-too-distant future where Japan has created the Information Self-Defense Force, or the ISDF. The creation of this force is seen as a violation of international law and Japan's constitution, and it causes tensions to rise between Japan, China, and North Korea. So it's another little, well, I shouldn't say another little espionage game, but another espionage game set in the Splinter Cell world. Go in, do what you do, and get out.
So what was it called? The Information
Self-Defense Force.
Is it?
The
Is this,
ISDF.
I get the feeling like this is what Donald Trump wants to create to stop Twitter from trying to fact check him.
We're not doing this.
I'm just saying it sounds very.
It does sound very familiar. You know, The Simpsons might have already predicted this.
So yeah, I just thought that was interesting and topical. So yes, okay. That's all. I didn't want to get political. I just thought it was amusing.
Yes. Well, there you go. Yeah. Again, in the chat, Luke 1 always lived in the shadow of Metal Gear's now dead. So bring on a Splinter Cell.
Bring on the Crown Prince.
Maybe we'll hear about a Splinter Cell on Friday. You never know. Maybe. I don't think so.
Maybe next Friday. Or maybe the Friday after that.
Maybe. One day.
I'm sure one day, on a Friday, we will know about a Splinter Cell. One Friday.
Hopefully. We'll see how we go. All right, mate. Jump into the games that we're currently playing. How about that?
Let's do it.
Big one that released this last week. Minecraft Dungeons.
Yes.
I have effectively finished it 3 times on the PC. And look, it's as we talked about, I believe in last week's show as well. It's only a relatively short game, but then again, it's only relatively cheap as well. That being said, it being short, yes, it's a one playthrough little story for you, but the game itself, I've been absolutely loving it. I know you've had a bit of a crack as well.
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed it. I haven't finished it, and the only reason for that is because I started playing with some people as a group, and I really wanted to see it through with that group, but we haven't gotten back together since we started. We haven't been able to catch back up. So I'm getting to the point where I'm like, you know what, I might just bite the bullet and play through solo by myself, get it all out of the system, and then
start a new character, and you and I can jump into it.
Yep, so,
sounds good.
Yeah, but no, I agree. I really enjoy it. I get what people have said about it. Yes, it's very light on, but to be fair, I'm really enjoying a light on RPG for once. Like, well,
that's it, isn't it? It's not overly restrictive. It's not overly time consuming. It is very easy to pick up and play. The subject matter in itself, let's be honest, is Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft's always pretty lighthearted, and as Luke said in the chat, the simplicity of it. The thing that's gotten me is I'm going back through and playing it over and over and over again, and going through and leveling up. I think I'm at level 40 now, and I'm in the mid 40s with my power level, and it's just going back in, and I'm doing the same thing over and over again, but looking for different secrets that are in the map, that are in the levels. And I've never really been one. I've never played Diablo to any great level. It just never grabbed me.
Yep.
But this, I can see the simplicity of it. I can see and understand just how it all works. And because of that simplicity, I know how to build my character to how I want to play.
Yep.
So it's, going out and finding a very specific thing or grinding for that specific thing, and then you can keep it until you get the same thing but a better version of it. And it's just about constantly, and it's very easy to get through.
Yeah.
And
I guess yes. But the other thing is that it's so simple and easy and forgiving to the point where you actually don't mind like chopping and changing with bits and pieces. Yeah, and it's very easy to do. Like you don't have to. You can get sort of halfway through it and go, you know what, I'm kind of tired of this whole thing, and then just choose something else and strip it down and start again, kind of thing. You don't have to wait until a second playthrough. If you go, this isn't kind of what I wanted to do. You just because essentially the idea is it's very light on in the fact that you have one slot for your armor and you have a armor slot, and that covers all your armor. You don't need to worry about anything else.
Just the one.
It's just one. It's an armor. And then you have a weapon. And then you also have a ranged weapon. Right? And that's it. Right? And then you've got artifacts, which are sort of like your spells, right? You kind of your specials, buffs, your specials, right? And you can change them out at different times, right? And you can collect them and chop and change them as you see fit, right? The beauty of that is to sort of each piece of armor, each piece of weaponry has 3 sort of levels that you can build up to, and you use enchantments, and this is where the Minecraft enchantments come into because enchantments are a big part of the Minecraft world. When you play normal Minecraft, this is where it sort of feeds into it here. And you use sort of your skill points that you gain each level. They're enchantment points, right? And you can put them into buffing these things. And when I first got them, I was really stingy with them because I'm like, I don't want to put them into something I'm just going to smash later anyway. Because I've got this like level 1 sword. I was like, nah, this sucks. You know, I don't want to spend the money on that. And then playing through, I was like, oh well. They sort of force you in the tutorial part of it to put a spell on your first sword. But then when you break the sword, because it's useless later on, you get that enchantment point back. So I was like, oh well then, bloody hell, like just spend them. Like spend them, you'll get them back eventually, and go nuts kind of thing. So it's kind of cool. It's very forgiving in that way, and I get that it needs to be for its target audience, which is my kids, for example. My oldest, he was hanging for this game. He'd been waiting a whole week. Like he wasn't allowed to play it until the weekend. It was a school week. I'm a bad, nasty parent.
Bad parent.
But to his credit, he stuck it out, and he made it, and he got there, and he played the hell out of it, and got a fair way by himself. Like further than I expected him to get. Like he was, it's a credit that, I mean, he's no slouch. I've seen him pick up lots of different games that we've got here, and he punches above his weight pretty well. But he really, really gelled with this game. He really got his head around it, and which is really good. It's a testament that someone that young can pick it up and play it, and it's forgiving enough and simple enough that they can grab onto it. But someone like me, who is used to more complex games, can just play it and enjoy it, and that's kind of what it is. It's just it's an easy RPG to just play. It's like what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like a holiday. It's a holiday RPG. Like it makes all other RPGs look like work. Like he's just like, I don't want to have to deal with like all the ins and outs and stick to a build and screw that. I just want to muck around. I want to try a bit of this.
It's accessible.
It's accessible. Yeah, it's very accessible.
Yeah, my kids haven't played it yet. They want to. My niece was over on the weekend. She wanted to give it a crack as well, but my wife said no because she's not a fan of the punching and hitting each other and all that sort of jazz. But I can see it from both sides. I just sort of go, yeah, okay, fair enough.
But she lets them play normal Minecraft.
Yeah, let's not get into that.
Never mind.
Yeah,
hit the exact same enemies. Anyway, that's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Right.
So yeah, I've been absolutely belting it, and to a point where it'll be. There has been a couple of nights where I couldn't sleep, and it'd be 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd come and play it for an hour, and just enough to, turn it on, sit and lay back in the chair, and just play and just run through it, not having to really think because I'd already finished it, so it was just about grinding it up. But we did find there is 9 hidden runes throughout the 9 levels. I think you get 1 rune for finishing the campaign, and then there's another 9 you've got to go back and find. And then you get a special level. Now, I'm not going to tell you what the special level is because you can go and have a look at it. I'm in the process of finalising a video to chuck up, which will be full of spoiler alerts at the beginning of it. So if you don't want to see it, you want to experience it for yourself. But I have played the level. Myself, Wraith, and Luke played through it the other night and had a good bit of a chuckle while we were doing it. And keep an eye out for it. Make sure you look for things. Just go back and play it a second time and just search everywhere. There's lots of little hidden areas that you can find and get into. I think that's about it for Minecraft Dungeons. If you see us playing, jump in because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. If you have Game Pass and you haven't downloaded it, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Oh, exactly. If you've got it on Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate, I will say one thing. I've got Game Pass Ultimate. I played the majority of it. I have played it on my Xbox One S, and I played it on PC. On the Xbox One S, even like the difference, like I know PC and console, you can't really match them up together, but the quality of how it runs on the One S is just shocking. absolutely shocking.
I'd hate for you to come and see it on mine then.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. So you've seen it only on yours.
Yeah,
but yeah, if you've got a way to compare the two, it's shocking. Absolutely, like on mine, even the Xbox Game Studios big Marvel intro thing, even that jitters. Like it's shocking. So,
yeah, right. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, you played a game this week that is just for the one and only Radicus.
Yeah, and he's got no one to blame but himself this time, because I'm pretty sure it was him that suggested it the other week when we were doing the game.
I'm just going to go on mute for a minute. Actually,
sure.
5 minutes, and cool. just let you run with this one.
Just let me. I'm ready. Okay.
You getting in there?
So, yeah. I'm warmed up. I'm all good. So, a couple of weeks ago, I got a lot of shit for talking about a lot of games, and then when I went to talk about another game, someone suggested that maybe I was about to talk about Forza Street, and it dawned on me that when they first announced that game, I was like, whoa, that's clearly a mobile game for me. I went straight to the website, went to get early access, and for whatever reason, didn't qualify, and then I swiftly forgot about this game. And it wasn't until someone suggested it that I went, I need to play that game. I'd forgotten all about it. So that's what I did this week. I downloaded it and I started playing it, and I'm really enjoying it. Shock horror. Yeah, look, it's interesting because it's got a lot more of a Need for Speed vibe to it. It's got this whole underground racing premise, and I'm like, well, it's not very Forza-y, Horizon-y, but it is what it is. It's a street game, so therefore they've gone with this premise, and that's fine. But you don't go for the story because it's pretty mobile gamey, light on. But essentially, the idea is it has a vast array of cars for you to get. You race to get money and points and everything else. There seems to be like a million currencies in this game, but it all comes thick and fast at you, so you don't really give too many shits. But yeah, they're very basically broken up the cars into supercars, muscle cars, street cars, and sports cars. And then within them, there's a classic, retro, and modern version of each. And there seems to be an infinite amount of cars in this game. I don't know how they've managed to fit them all in a mobile game, but they're there. It kind of feels a bit like CSR when it comes to racing.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's not, while it's a drag race, it's not a straight line drag race. It's got turns that you've got to negotiate, and you do that you've got the accelerator, so you sort of got the takeoff like you do in CSR, where it's got a range, and if you hit the right spot on the tachometer, you'll get a perfect start, or you'll get a good or overcooked start, or whatever, and your launch depends on that.
Standard sort of launch.
Standard sort of thing, right? You'll then travel down the track, and then as you get to a corner, there's kind of like the braking line on the track like there is in the actual game on Xbox. So there's like a line, and it's yellow, red, and yellow. And the idea is you got to get as close to the red line as possible, and then take your finger off to lift off, and that'll tell you how good a braking you've got. So you got good, great, and perfect if you get it right on the mark, right? And then when you're coming out, you put your thumb back down to accelerate out of the corner, and depending on how quickly you can get onto it from the red line will give you perfect, great, good acceleration. And that's how it measures how you go around the corner. Now, if you just hold your finger down, you will just run into the wall and crash.
Okay. So you're enjoying the game, yeah?
Totally.
Yeah, okay, because I went and had a look. I thought, because you're playing on iPhone.
Yep.
So I went and had a look on an Android to see, yes, you can get it on Android.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I'd have a look at some of the reviews, because there is a lot of reviews for it, something like 27,000 reviews.
Yep.
And, the 5-star reviews are all good game. This is good.
Yeah.
Does
the typical 5-star reviews.
Typical 5-star reviews. So I thought I'd have a look at some of the bad ones.
Yeah.
This one stands out to me. This is not a racing game. It's a collecting game designed to make you addicted to getting that next car.
That's probably unfair. But yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
The racing part of the game is a joke. You don't steer, you press the gas or let off the gas, that's it. The rest is AI controlled, like you said.
Yep.
But again, that's oversimplifying it from what I understand. You've got to get that right to actually get the right speed. You view the racing from whatever stupid cinematic angle the game decides, so you can't see the finish line or your opponent coming up behind you. It's good at what it's designed to do, making you addicted.
See, once again, I don't find that it like if your opponent is on top of you, it makes it quite clear. Like it'll show you camera angles. So if you can't see your opponent, it's usually because they're well out in front or they're well behind. You don't have to worry about them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I find the negative reviews on things when you play it and you look at it and you can go, yeah, look, that's a thing, but I don't think it's that big a thing.
No,
it's always fun.
But
as long as you're still having fun with it, mate, that's all that counts, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I haven't really felt a need to want to spend money on it either. Like I said, I've gotten enough stuff. Like I've been playing it only for a couple of days, and I think I've almost got 10 cars.
Cool.
So I'm not exactly starved. Like they give you a free car every 24 hours, right? Right. So there's that, right? Not to mention that if you complete all the challenges for the day, you get another free car. and then there's also just the ones you win from like collecting bits and pieces from races. And then you can buy them on top of that. So like it's
all right, sweet.
I haven't felt the need to pay money for the game. It's very generous with what it gives you.
No, that's good to know because anything that shoves it down your throat to have to buy things, it's an automatic switch off and delete for me.
Yeah, and to be fair, when I think about it, I can't think of any ads in this game either.
Oh, that's always good too.
If there is, there's so little I don't actually remember them being in the game.
No, so it's a free game to download. So if there's ads, there's ads. Who cares?
And it's connected to your Xbox account, so you get achievements through your Xbox account. So I just jumped on my Xbox then, and I had all these new achievements. I'm like, what they're from? And Forza Street. So there you go.
Cool. Well, on Friday, I started playing a new game on the mobile.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got an email from a PR company I haven't heard from in some time, and they said, "Would you like to try out this game? It's available in Australia as a sort of preview sort of thing. So it is only available on Google Play, so only on Android in Australia and New Zealand. And its worldwide launch for iOS and Android is Q2, so should be very soon. Q2 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Should be soon anyway. So it's called Smash Hockey. You heard of that? Anyone in the chat heard of that?
Smash Hockey. No.
Smash Hockey. So it's kind of a mobile version of. Do you remember Disc Jam?
Oh, there's a name that sort of rings a bell.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's pretty much you've got an opponent on the other side of the screen from where you're standing, and you've got left and right movement, and then on either side of the screen you've got a button with a let's call it a ball sort of thing in the middle of the screen. And what you've got to do is you have to shoot the nearly all games have left and right movement. Yes, but this one only has left and right movement.
like Pong.
Yeah, kind of like Pong.
Right. Okay.
So you've got to shoot the opposite, like your opponent, and then when you shoot, you've got to get to the button to move the ball closer to the other end, and the person who gets it to the opposite end wins. So you've got two sides that you can do it on, and you're just sort of fighting out each other to try and sort of, you've got to time. It's all about sort of timing. You've got to guess and sort of anticipate their moves, and then you've got the ability to be able to shoot them and hit them, or they've obviously got the ability to shoot and hit you as well. So it's weird. It's a decent download too. I had to download the game, then I had to download a big update over Wi-Fi.
Right.
So it's a fair size. It actually took quite a while. For some reason, whenever these things need to download over Wi-Fi, they just take forever to upload it, to download it and install properly.
Let's see if it's on. Obviously it's on Android because you're playing it, but
yes, it's on Android. It's currently on Android. It's from Phoenix and I from Japan. The guys that did it.
There is no Smash Hockey on iOS.
Nothing there yet?
No. But I was just looking at it on the internet, on the internets.
The internets.
It's really on the line. It's really not helping. I can kind of see the play, like the So you're looking at from one end of the field of play.
So it's your character's the one closest to you, obviously.
Yep.
And then you've got your movement and your attack or defense. And you get that you get an opportunity to hit the button, so you're smashing the button, hence the smash hockey thing. And that
Do you have to
moves
scream smash hockey when you do it?
only if you're in a public place.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's when you do it.
Nice.
Especially if you're getting on an aeroplane.
Yep.
Just to liven the flight up.
Yeah, sure.
Don't do that. I didn't tell you. So yeah, look, I'm still in early days. I only played it for a little bit over the weekend. It hasn't grabbed me to the point. I don't play a lot on my mobile.
Yep.
Unless it's solitaire or word find ones where I just sort of time my brain out before I go to bed.
Yep.
But look, it runs well. It looks kind of cool. Hey, someone asked if I wanted to have a go and check it out, so I did.
Cool.
And we'll have a bit more of a play with it over the next little while and see what comes out of it.
Sure.
Mate, I've been playing Maneater some more.
Yeah, right. So
I spoke last week, and that's that song. Thanks, Luke, for that song being in my head at 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning. It was fantastic. Last week I spoke about my save game being corrupted and losing all my progress. So I'm now up to kind of where I was at previously. Maybe a little bit further, because again, I've got no self-control over playing through the story. It's like, oh, there's something shiny there. Oh, there's something shiny there. Let's go and do that. Let's go and do that. So I've just become an adult shark. I think it's a little bit further, and it's just still going through. Now I've gotten a bit better with it because my I was struggling with the combat. Yep. But it's playing it through for that second time and starting it again and going through the start of the start of the game when it teaches you or gives you the training sort of thing to start it off with, and how as you're going through the first section. So getting all that done and getting the dodge sort of worked out. Struggling with the frame rate, I don't notice it as much. So I play on my PS4 Pro, but my PS4 Pro is streaming via remote play to my PC. So I think that drops it, because I think it drops it down low already. Like it kind of lowers it out. I don't know. I don't really notice it unless I'm just playing it that tired that my eyes are at that speed already. It should be running at 1080-60, but I don't notice it when it drops. Not to the point of where Luke was saying it was dropping anyway. Sorry, I'm having a conversation with the chat.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I forget people that are listening can't see it.
Yes. So people are pretty much calling out Snoogs, saying that there's no way that he can't notice the frame rate drop. And there's so many.
Seriously, I don't. But Luke said this for me before. It's I don't know what it is. I sit on a throne of lies, apparently. Yeah. And maybe I just haven't been in that situation where it drops enough to be agitatingly noticeable.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, maybe.
Everyone has their little things that bug them, and if frame rate drops are not your thing, and there are some people that it infuriates them even at the slightest drop, and they will notice it. And some people it doesn't. It's not a thing to them. They're just like, oh, that's just computer games. So they write it off, and when it happens, they just don't notice it sometimes. Yeah,
it could be because I've never really had a gaming PC, so to speak. So I've never had a constant. I've never had constant frame rates on the majority of things I've played. I've always been. I'm used to the console lag. That's probably it. I don't know. I'm used to it. But yeah, lots of fun still playing through. Back up to where I was, hoping to push it on and finish it this week. So we'll get onto that and get it done. Cool. Last one, mate. Concept Destruction. You took Luke's advice on this one.
I did, and boy, am I glad I did.
Yep.
That game is just a mess of fun. I think
you actually hit download last week while we were talking about it.
Yeah, no, I did. I was downloading as well, and then when I jumped off the the show last week, I jumped on to play. No, I was waiting on the next day to play Minecraft Dungeons.
Yep.
I was waiting for people to come on. I was gonna jump on you guys, but you already had a group of people going, so I was like, it's all right. I'll wait for the next one. And so I jumped on, and I was talking to Luke, and I said, I know what I'll do. I'll play Concept Destruction while I'm waiting. And so much fun, like so much fun. I finished the whole campaign thing in about 2 sittings. It's not very long. It's a very short game, and then proceeded to go trophy hunting or achievement hunting, and I've got all bar 1 achievement left to get. So
very nice.
Just look. It's as Lucas described. You got these little cardboard cars, and you drive around and you try and smash each other until either your car blows up or your battery falls out. And yeah, it's just. Do you need any more than that?
I don't think so. It's dumb fun.
It's dumb fun. It is, and it's good. Like when you're playing, like the reset, like when you crash out, like the reset boots you back in real quick, so you never really lose momentum. You just keep sort of playing, which I think is a secret to some of these games. Sometimes they take too long to get you back into the action, and they can sometimes stale you, and you sort of get tired of the. It's more about the grind. It feels grindy, but when you're just dropping in, it's almost like it just feels like one long level kind of thing. So yeah, it's really good.
Cool. Yeah, that was one thing that I really enjoyed with Rocket League. It was just always quick. It was always moving.
Yes. Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, mate. I think that's it for games this week. We've had the usual, the Minecrafts, the Call of Duty, but streamed a bit of Minecraft last night. Thank you for everyone that dropped in, and I streamed some Call of Duty as well. I streamed a couple of nights this week, actually. It's been a lot of fun. Cool. All right, well, let's jump into some news. Top of the news this week. Can you guess what it is? I'm the host, remember.
Am I allowed to talk about it, or
you can talk about it as long as you're nice.
I can't be nice and I can't not be condescending. Let's put that.
Well, that's not top of the that one's not top of the list.
Oh, that's why I asked if I was allowed to. So I'm going to suggest that it's not that one. I don't.
It's the PlayStation 5 showcase.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, they fucking take the wind out of the sails, doesn't it?
That wasn't what I meant, but...
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, fuck, right. Yeah.
The rumour mill, as it's otherwise known as.
The rumour mill. No, the rumour mill has finally stopped ticking. We've actually got some official detail, some official news. Friday. The 5th, is it? Friday, the 5th of June at 6 a.m. Sydney time, there is going to be a 1-hour session about PS5, the future of gaming. There's still not a lot about it. There's still not a lot of info, unfortunately.
Yeah. I was going to say, there's still rumors even floating around about what's going to happen this Friday. So,
yeah.
There's talk of like maybe they're going to announce the Silent Hill reboot.
So it's a digital showcase available to watch on PlayStation's Twitch and YouTube channel, and also if everything goes to plan on the Snooger Vision channel on Twitch. It will run for over an hour and provide players with a peek into the future, looking at the games available to players after the PS5 launches this holiday. So technically, it's only the games.
Yeah.
That's what they're telling us. I know I'm probably not alone in hoping there's something at the end. Oh, by the way, this is the PS5. Yeah, I kind of doubt it. Nah. Sony's and PlayStation are very corporate, very professional with how they release these things. So it's as long as it's not Sony doing it again, because that guy can't. As brilliant as a mind that I assume that he has, he's not exactly a hype man, so to speak.
He just needs more practice.
Oh, he's had enough. It's time to get necked. Or was it hooked? Time to get hooked. Get him off the stage.
Hooked. Yep.
We need someone that's going to hype it. You need to face out the front. You need to get out there and do it. And I've been saying that for a long time, and especially like with the state of play. When they talk up on that, it's too corporate.
Maybe if Phil's in the neighbourhood, they might be able to ask him. Just go. Can you just do us a solid, just this once?
Just do us a solid. Well, you know what? Sony needs their own film, or PlayStation needs their own film.
Totally.
They need their version of it. Sean was starting to get there.
Yep.
But he's obviously moved on now to do other things. And
just when you're starting to loosen the tie.
I know. I mean,
you never saw him in one, but it was almost like you knew it was a t-shirt.
Yeah. It's just he was just starting to loosen things up and get there and start, having a bit of fun about it.
Yeah.
And they need something. They need something like that. So have you got any ideas what you think they might show?
Look, well,
no?
Try and pick big ticket items for what you think will be their opener games. So there will probably be, there'll be a PS5 version of The Last of Us.
Probably. Well,
Silent Hill reboot's a pretty good theory.
Yeah.
What are the big ticket sort of first party games that they could possibly
you're probably
show?
not the person to ask.
No, because I haven't played most of them. I doubt there'll be a God of War. That doesn't seem like a first tier. That doesn't seem like a first cap off the rank game that they would bring out.
I've heard that a God of War 2 is a possibility.
Yeah.
I personally, having played through God of War, I don't know where they would take it.
Yeah.
But, it is a possibility. There's also Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, that's probably
part 2. That's sort of umming and ahhing in the works.
Yep.
And
Gran Turismo. Is there going to be a Gran Turismo?
Yeah, there was a leak the other day about a Gran Turismo 7, but apparently people are just reading into an image that popped up too much.
Sure.
Luke's probably right. Some new IPs as well.
Yeah.
The other thing is, what was that other one? Spider-Man. People are saying that Spider-Man was supposed to be there. GT7, Horizon.
To be fair, this is look. Let's
Killzone. Sorry,
Killzone. Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But look, let's look at it realistically. This should be the thing that blows Microsoft out of the water. This should be the part that they should be able to get right.
Well, hopefully they've learnt from the backlash last month with Microsoft's gameplay showcase.
That's a gimme. If you fuck that up, then
if they fuck that up, they're just stupid.
Yep.
But there's apparently going to be showing, first party games running on the PS5 and showing you how it looks and how it works. So I don't know if we're going to get a look at the menu system, though I don't think they're going to change it. Really, it hasn't changed all that much and it works.
No, we won't see a new. I guarantee, even if it is, it'll be running on they'll have a user interface that looks pretty much what it is now. They're just going to use the old interface just so they can hide whatever it is they're doing. They're not going to show that shit there and then. That's my opinion.
They might. They've been tight-lipped. Who knows? They might have loosened the shoulders up a bit.
You'll be lucky if you actually see a user interface. It'll just be games. It'll be games.
Well, who knows? By the time this comes out, we'll have known. I'll either have a big smile on my face or I'll probably still be crying in the corner. So might even queef a little, as the race says. Well, that's what the race said.
We'll see.
Mate, next bit of news. Sea of Thieves is releasing on Steam.
Tis
the season.
Yeah, look, I did not realize this was a thing until today. So,
okay.
I was, this one completely flew by me, but I was like, all right, cool. That's interesting. So, yeah, it's coming to Steam. It'll be available on the 3rd of June, I believe. I don't know what the price is. I could look it up. But, no, I did look it up. It was, hang on.
Oh, you did?
It's on my phone. Hang on. Give me a second. $40?
$40? Yeah, that's about right.
I'm sure it'll look really nice on PC, actually.
You know what? It looks stunning on my PC.
Yeah.
There's just one problem. It's shit.
Yes.
Sorry, the game isn't shit. The player base is.
Yeah.
Because so many just griefers on it. And you hear about a lot of people having fun. It's like one fun round for every 10 that you play. I don't have time. Yeah,
that's the thing. I can't say it's not fun. I've had fun on that game. I've played it and I've had a blast. But at the same time, I've also played it and had an abysmal time. Yeah. I've hated every second I've been in there. And I was like, all right, I'm out. And that was enough for me to walk away. But look, if you've got Steam and you like pirates, it's worth a shot, especially early on when there's less players.
Yeah. Hey, if you've not played it before, and it's because I'm guessing it's not cross-play with the Microsoft stuff.
I don't know. Possibly not.
Yeah, if it's not cross-play and you can get on with just other Steam players early on, that's when you'll have fun. Because once people go and smash it and play it for 70 hours in the first week and just own the seas, it becomes problematic. All right, mate. Let's go. I'm going to leave the one that you and I will discuss a little bit till last, okay?
Sure, that's fine.
That's good. Yeah. Call of Duty Season 4 has been, confirmed. Yeah, everyone knew it was coming. The information was leaked about it. Possibilities of a Captain Price skin.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Starts on June the 4th, which is Thursday. So Thursday just gone when this goes live. Any closer to picking it up?
I don't know. You guys all seem to be sort of starting to float away from it.
It's getting to that point where it's starting to lose its longevity.
Yeah. See, so unless me coming into it is going to revitalize it for you, which I don't think it will. Yeah.
All right. Probably not.
Yeah. To be fair, I played the bit that I wanted to play, which was the campaign. I've always loved the campaign, and that's what I play it for. I'm one of those weird people that plays it for that part of the game, not the other part.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And it consumed me. It's been a long time since Call of Duty consumed me. So it's
A10 had a good chuckle at that too. I don't think it's going to renew it for him either. It's just like babysitting a dude around the war zone, just going, it's going to come a point in time where I'm going to have to spend all this money instead of on the cool stuff. I'm going to buy Greg out of the gulag.
And Radicus, yes, I will still jump in and have a bit of a run with the new stuff and test it out as it comes up, because there's more maps to come in. There's lots of stuff, so we'll keep an eye out for that. But speaking of Call of Duty, mate, PS Plus games for June.
Yes.
They completely go live tomorrow, I believe. Call of Duty World War II is the first one. That is actually already live. We got that a little bit early. And also Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Ooh.
So two decent games.
Yeah.
Battlefront 2, it's got its problems, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's got its haters. It kind of kicked off the
for a free game it's going to be pretty expensive is all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, it could be if you choose it to be. Yes. It kind of kicked off the whole loot box fiasco that's been going on. But look, it's a good game, and if you're a Star Wars fan, it plays plenty of homage to the Star Wars throughout the years, and it's a good bit of fun for that. Yeah. And of course, Call of Duty. Well, it's Call of Duty, but World War II. I've already got Call of Duty. Haven't played it yet, but I'll get to it soon enough. Mate, games with gold, you're going to have to help me here, because I have got them all, but I've only got no clue of what one of them is. Sure. So from June 1 to the 15th, you've got Destroy All Humans. It's on Xbox One and Xbox 360. I believe it's the original from way back when, from the original Xbox.
Most probably. It's not up yet. The other one of the other ones is already up, but it's not up yet. So.
Oh, okay. The next one is Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. So June 1 to 30th.
Yeah, so it's a sequel to. Now I'm going to have to just quickly open up my apps, because I have, as I was telling you before, for some reason ended up in my games. It's called Shantae Half Genie Hero, the original game, right? Okay. And this is I believe it's the sequel to it, but essentially it's a platformer. Sort of a 2.5D platformer. You play as this female genie, who, fights whatever. I don't know. I haven't played it. I've seen it, but I've never played it. It's really not my thing. It's not your thing. It's
not my thing.
Yeah, look, those whose thing it is, they would know about it. So if it's your thing, go out and play it. If it's not your thing, maybe have a look.
Thanks, Wraith, for the image, but doesn't make it any easier. Still got no idea what they are. I'm guessing it's Sign Mora from the 16th to the 30th. Cinemora, you heard about that one?
No idea what that is.
All right. And then from the 16th of June to July the 15th, you've got a game called Coffee Talk.
Yes.
Which sounds riveting.
I know. I can't wait.
It's, you know what, it's probably one of those games that really is. It's probably got an interesting story.
Probably.
Yeah. It's got a good personality. Yeah, I've got no idea what it is.
Yep. And, I have no idea either.
So they're what's out or what's coming out. Check them out. Make sure you hit that download button, because they're free. Or you've already paid for them. by having a subscription.
gonna
Command
look
& Conquer. Sorry,
I just want to have a quick look at what Coffee Talk is.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look. Coffee Talk is
Well,
a visual novel developed by Indonesian indie studio Toge Productions and released on the 29th of January 2020 for Windows, Mac OS, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The game was released in Japan for Nintendo Switch a day later on the 30th. That is very badly written because it actually says Nintendo Switch twice to imply that it was released on both dates. But anyway, yeah, it's a game about listening to people's problems and helping them by serving up a warm drink out of the ingredients you have in stock.
Oh, wow.
A game that depicts lives as humanly as possible.
Just leave it there. Yeah, that's enough.
All right, cool. All right, let's move on to something cool.
Command & Conquer Remaster is out this week.
Giddy up. So
I'd forgotten about this.
So yeah, they've remastered Command & Conquer and Red Alert and all the DLCs and extra hidden missions that they didn't put in originally, but now they've put in. It's like this big bundle pack. It's all remastered. It looks sexy. It sounds sexy. They've rebuilt everything. I was watching a video today about it. It's looks great. Everything looks cool. They created like a community. What's the word I'm looking for? Council. Who had 24 access to the development team the entire time and fed into it. They just were constantly talking to the community council. There were even members that created bits and pieces for the game. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be schmick. And it is, now I saw the US price, it's $20 US on Steam. So whatever that calculates.
724 Australian.
Yeah, at the moment. Though right now with everything going on, it might be like $2 by next week. So
could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Have you played an RTS recently?
No, not
Properly
recently.
played it, keyboard and mouse.
No, not recently.
I would suggest you try it. Come around here and try one. Because like yourself, I'm a massive RTS fan.
Yep.
At least I used to be.
Yeah.
So going back and playing an RTS game now, it's whether it's something, I don't know whether it's because I'm replaying an old one. I was playing Age of Empires, which is available on Xbox. So I've got it on Ultimate. So again, playing it on the PC, looks fantastic, runs fantastic. Can't get into it.
Really?
Just doesn't do it for me. Can't get going with it. Can't get enjoyment out of it. It's just too much, and I've tried it with the Jurassic Park game. I've tried it with City Sim Builders, a few different other ones, which are escaping me at the moment. But it's just one of those things where I used to play the shit out of them, like when I was younger.
Yep.
And now it's like, I don't have time to be sitting here doing this. Maybe that's just the thing. Maybe it's a time thing.
I was going to say, that's not the phrase of someone who doesn't like what they're doing. They're just like, I don't have time to invest in this.
No, but that's the thing. Like, generally, if it's something that I'm enjoying, I'll make the time. I'll enjoy the time playing it. But now it's kind of like I could be playing COD.
I'll take you up on that only because the point you're making. But at the same time, I also have another inverse point. You generally don't like going backwards.
No, I don't generally like going backwards.
So that might be also an element in that.
Very well could be, exactly. And yes, 18, I did say I could be playing COD. Because I'm pretty sure that I played it while I turned it off and played COD. All right. There's another new app out that I only found out about today. The Xbox Family Settings app.
Yep.
Now, I literally got some details about this late this afternoon, so I haven't had a full lot of time to go through it all. But it's a preview. It's currently available. It's on Android and for the first 10,000 people on iOS. So get on it, Luke. Get on it, Gretch.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. See if you can find it. Pretty much, it manages everything involved with your Xbox. It manages your family settings. So if you've got kids set up, it can set limits for screen time limits. Can set content filters, your play and communication settings. So if you don't want the kids playing online, you don't want them to have an ability to talk to anyone else, then they don't. You can limit access to friends only. And then, depending on who's accessing it, who's accessing it. Depends on what settings you can set for them. And then you can view daily and weekly activity reports. So you can sort of go to your kids and say, hey, look, this is how much time you're spending on it. We need to scale it back or, do whatever you can. Yeah, so you've got some good details there. Check out www.thehxp.com and there'll be a full breakdown with some links and whatnot. And I'll have a bit more of a play with it during the week and talk about it next week.
Very good.
Now, before the show, we spoke about an update to the Borderlands movie.
Yes.
So this is the Eli Roth, wasn't it?
Yes, Eli Roth.
Yes. So what have you got for us?
So I have, they have locked in an actress to play Lilith.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, there is no way you could guess who they've got. And I gave you a big clue. I said she was an Australian actor. Now, do you have any better guesses than the original one you made?
Look, I'll be honest, I know who it is now.
No,
but you're right. I wouldn't have got it. I was thinking, I've gone completely blank. The fiery redhead one that used to be married to Russell Brand.
Yep. Liza something. Yep.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
I was thinking her, or like I said before, someone who'd been on Neighbours.
Yeah, right. So who it is actually is Cate Blanchett.
Yes, you're right. I would never have picked that.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, initially I was like, that's tad odd. Like, it's not. But then Cate Blanchett is a phenomenal actor with a lot of range, and I'm sure she will she will do her thing. So look,
everyone said the same thing when she was cast as Hela.
This is true. So
and she did exceptionally well at that.
Yeah, exactly. So look, I mean, I just like that we're getting a Borderlands movie. I think it's going to be cool. There's also the next Sonic movie was announced today, the other day as well. So they're making a second one. So that's good. I actually watched the Sonic movie over the weekend.
Oh, haven't you seen it?
I hadn't seen it yet. I finally sat down and watched it with the kids.
Yep. They like it.
And yeah,
you like it?
I thought it was really good.
It's so well done, isn't it?
It is pretty much a masterclass in how you make a computer game movie.
Yes.
Straight up. It was true to the source. It had a lot, and Luke was right to be watched it with all the little tiny bits sprinkled all over it. It's just nom 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 nom. You just eat it up, don't you?
You do.
Like everything, like it's just like everywhere you look, there's just all these little Easter eggs and little things dropped all over it. And it's just look, yeah, and Luke's right. They nailed it. They nailed that movie, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it yet, like me, you're a sucker. Go out and watch it.
Yes, it's a must. All right, mate. Well, the last bit of news that we've got.
Strap yourselves in.
Strap yourselves in. I hate to do this, but this information came up today. I thought it was old news when I first read it until I started getting more into it and whatnot. Yeah. So the ACCC, which is the Australian Consumer something, whatever they're called.
Commission?
Anyway. Yeah, Consumer Protection, I don't know what they call themselves, has announced Monday afternoon, so that was this afternoon, EB Games, the largest specialist games retailer in Australia and New Zealand, has agreed to a court-enforceable undertaking to refund anyone who bought Fallout 76 between November 14 of 2018 and October 31st, 2019. Over 12 months. No, sorry, just on 12 months.
Yep.
So, wow. So this goes back to Australian consumers had no entitlement to any refunds from EB Games for Fallout 76 when downloadable content or one-use codes were redeemed or used. So, I think a lot of times people would take the game back and say it's a piece of shit, especially if you had it within that 7-day sort of grace period that EB Games gives out.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was, if you bought the special edition and you got the extra content that was all, digital,
yep,
and that now they have to refund that section of the game as well. So if you bought the $120 edition or the $150 edition, but they only swapped the base game, for another base game or whatever it is that they do, that's kind of where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So Australian consumers had no entitlements to refund when the developers or publishers of the Fallout 76 game were providing patches and or EB Games had modified or restricted statutory consumer guarantees / warranties in relation to Fallout 76 games purchased by Australian consumers. It's a whole lot of jargon for, we're sorry, we tried to pull a fast one, the court said no, here's your money back.
Yeah, I like that they get away with saying that, we agree that we may have misled people. Mm-hmm. No, you did. No, you didn't. You did. It's not a may. You did. So.
Yes, so.
Yep.
And there's still people talking about the Power Armor Special Edition with the whole canvas bag.
Yeah, look.
Debacle.
And Lucas raises a very good point. If people listened to this podcast at the time, they could have avoided this entire shit show.
Yeah.
But and the other interesting. No, it's gone. It's fine.
It's gone.
It was right there, and it just fell out of my head. So I'm sorry. Keep going.
It's all right. While this is something that's been a long time coming, and really it should have just been a reaction to Fallout 76 being completely broken. When it first released. It has gotten a lot better. If you've still got it and it's just sitting there doing nothing and you want to have a crack, it's... Sorry, I just got taken aside by some comments in the live chat.
Yes.
Yeah, so look, if you've still got it and, you're outside of this range or you can't be bothered taking it back or whatever, get in and have a go. It's it has changed a lot. Look, I can't say it's 100%. And I can't get into it. I've enjoyed what I've played, but the whole base building thing just doesn't do it for me. That's, people build these absolute mansions and I just want to go and play. I don't want to have to worry about building a camp. I don't want to have to worry about staying around the camp to, get this certain mission to spawn itself. I just want to play a Fallout game. So it's, it's got its pluses and minuses, but it's smart ass is going as well with good old Az jumping in. Thank you very much for joining the conversation, even though she's a smart ass. So that's it. Anything else you want to add to that?
Look, no. Short of the obvious. If you do apply for a refund, you can't play the game anymore. That's part of the statement the ACCC made. You will relinquish your ability to play the game. So there's none of this. Get your money back, but still get to play.
Yeah, well, a lot of that stuff would be, especially if you're buying it from EB, it'd be handing back a physical copy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't believe I'm telling anything anyone doesn't know, but it is. Yeah. It is something that needs to be.
It is in there. All right, mate. I think that's it for news. Well, got anything else this week? That's it. We're done. All right. Last words. I'm going to give a quick shout out to everyone chatting along. Aitan, Azriel, Luke, Radicus, The Wraith, and Tris. Thank you very much, as always. For anyone listening along at home, join our Age XP Discord. Links are down below. And come in and say good day. You can have a chat with us all. Any other last words for yourself?
No, I think I'm good.
You think you're good? All right.
I think I'm good.
All right. Well, like I said, there's been a bit of streaming going on lately. So Aussie Gamers TV and Snooker Vision, make sure you check those out over on Twitch. If all goes to plan, like I said, I'll be streaming the PlayStation showcase on Friday morning. And while you're going around, Grejio XBL over on Instagram, make sure you say g'day.
Say hello. Definitely say hello. I want to say hello back.
Yeah, I did say g'day.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Thank you very much to everyone who's listened to the show, and especially those that are still listening this far along. Don't forget to continue any of the topics we've discussed on this show over in our Discord channel. And while you're at it, hit up our website, www.theagexp.com. Links, as always, are in the podcast show notes and descriptions. That's all from me. As always, I've been Snoogs.
I have been Grejio.
See us.
Well, that's the end of another show, and if you're still listening to this part of the show, then know this, we love you. Come and join our exclusive Agents of Age group on Discord using the link in the description. Just join the server and say hi, quoting "May the age be with you," and you will be added as an agent of age. Subscribe to this podcast using the links that are in the description for your convenience. Thanks again, we love you lots. See you next time on the official podcast of the Aussie Gamers Experience.